Seawalk, thank you for sharing this. I'm excited to talk about this. So you guys know that I'm very fascinated. But first of all, I'll start this with the disclaimer that I always give when we do stories like this. I'm not a lawyer. I do not have a law degree. I have no legal background other than a couple classes in college, and I'm a hobbyist. That's it. But I've always been fascinated by the concept of defamation. It's something that's very interesting to me. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but this is interesting. Elon Musk is in a defamation law case right now. And here's what happened. So let's go to the article, find out what happened. Calling a stranger pedo guy was just swapping Twitter insults, Musk testifies. Okay, so here's what's going on. Dressed in a black suit and wearing a somber expression, Elon Musk testified in a Los Angeles federal court on Tuesday that he was merely trading insults with a British cave rescue diver when he called him a pedo guy on Twitter. Musk, the chief executive officer of Tesla and SpaceX, is accused of defaming Vernon Unsworth with accusations of pedophilia and child rape with no basis in fact. Unsworth helped lead the effort to extract 12 Thai boys and their soccer coach trapped in a flooded cave in July of 2018. Why is Elon Musk attacking this guy? This guy rescued a bunch of kids. Why are you attacking this person? Well, let's read on and find out. Okay, so the tweet came after Musk showed up in Thailand with a miniature submarine that he said could safely transport the children. On CNN, Unsworth called his move a PR stunt and said Musk can stick his submarine where it hurts. Okay, so that's why Musk felt insulted. So this guy rescued a bunch of kids. He was a diver. He rescued these kids. Elon Musk shows up and is like, hey, I got this submarine. This can help. And the guy was maybe like, you know what? I rescued these kids. Elon Musk, you're just looking for a photo op. Screw you. I can understand his frustration. Musk responded with the pedo guy tweet and doubled down when a Twitter user questioned his claim, writing, betcha a signed dollar, it's true. Ooh. Later, Musk sent an email to a BuzzFeed reporter urging him to stop defending child rapists, apparently referring to Unsworth. Musk testified that Unsworth criticisms were wrong and insulting, so I insulted him back. Unsworth's attorney, L. Lynn Wood, portrayed Musk as an egotistical and vindictive. I'd say so, just a little bit. You know, you could have responded to this guy and said, you know what, I did genuinely want to help. And, that's pretty lame that you're, assuming the worst out of me. Whatever. He could have said something like that. Instead, he accused him of one of the most horrible things you could ever accuse somebody of. And he went a step further and, according to this article, reached out to a reporter claiming this guy is a pedophile / rapist. That's a few steps beyond. And that's not how you deal with somebody who's trolling you on the internet. Wow. That's psychotic behavior. It really is. I'm sorry. Mark. And then there was Elon Musk, who is Elon Musk's good older twin brother. Not older. They're twins. No, he's a little older. He was born 8 minutes sooner. And he actually has amassed a fortune too. He gave it all away to charity. You never hear about that Elon Musk guy. But anyway, Musk, who is what this article is about, Musk accused Unsworth of being a pedo in the midst. So here's what the attorney says. Musk accused Unsworth of being a pedo in the midst of what should have been one of the proudest moments of his life. Unsworth is seeking unspecified compensatory and punitive damages. So here's the thing about defamation. In defamation, you have to be able to prove, and you really have to be able to prove it, like significantly prove it, that this person who's being accused of the defamation, of defaming another person, which defamation is essentially just you're spreading lies about somebody with the intention to defame them, with the intention to hurt them, hurt their career, hurt their reputation, hurt their view in the public eye. That's what you're deliberately trying to do. And straight up defamation, which is very difficult to prove, is not protected by free speech protections. Now, intention is the very, very significant thing you have to prove here. You have to prove intention, because otherwise you're creating a big slippery slope, because somebody could just be reporting faulty information, or somebody could just be making an opinion, giving an opinion or something like that. And then if you allow defamation to occur too easily, or defamation lawsuits to be successful too easily, you see how you're treading a very slippery slope there. So it's very difficult to prove defamation, as it should be. And a lot of people have asked, well, why doesn't Jill Stein sue Hillary Clinton for defamation? Or why doesn't Tulsi Gabbard sue Hillary Clinton for defamation when she called them Russian assets? Well, because that would be very difficult for them to prove, because there have been so many ridiculous, bogus accusations by the corporate media in the past. Hillary Clinton would be able to point to some piece of faulty information, and there's plenty of it. Malcolm Nance straight up said Jill Stein had a show on RT. She does not. A simple Google search would prove that. But that was just said completely unchecked and uncritically on MSNBC. And that's just the first for instance of that comes to the top of my head. There are countless for instances of stuff like that. So Hillary Clinton in this hypothetical could just point to something, anything, and they're going to be like, well, I was just going off of that. Done. So that defamation is very hard to prove, is my point. But in this case, it looks like this guy has a valid shot. Did Elon Musk have any reason, any factual basis, any evidence? And it doesn't look, according to this article at least, it looks like there is absolutely nothing to think that this guy is a pedophile or a rapist. Absolutely. I mean, unless there's more that hasn't come to the surface yet, no, he had absolutely no reason, no evidence out there. No, I mean, this guy was just a diver who rescued these children and then, made some unfavorable statements about Elon Musk. That's the only thing, according to this article, according to what's available so far, Elon Musk had to go by. And yet, so was there an intention to harm? Well, he contacted a reporter about this guy. He reached out to a reporter about this guy, calling this guy a pedophile and a rapist. So when you reach out to a reporter about it, it looks like you want to get that spread. And it looks like you're really just straight up, dragging this person through the mud with no evidence whatsoever. Obviously, your intention is to harm. So, man, based on everything that's available so far via this article, Elon Musk, yeah, that sounds like defamation big time. So, curious to see how this ends. But if Elon Musk's defense is, I just insulted the guy on Twitter. Well, wait a second. You accused him publicly of being a pedophile and a rapist. One of the worst things anyone can accuse you of. All this guy accused Elon Musk of was, taking a photo op. He's just issuing an opinion there. That's a lot different. If Elon Musk would have said, I think you're being a dick. This guy's a jerk. That's not defamation. That's Elon Musk trading insults, as he's saying. And he's making the calculated statement of, hey, I think you're being a jerk by automatically accusing me of the worst. That's not defamation. That's just people on Twitter, whatever. But you accused him of one of the worst crimes one can commit. That's what you accused this guy of. And then you went a step further, contacted a reporter saying that they were harboring these horrible people. Elon Musk, that is psychotic behavior. That seems to be provable defamation. So, if this is all there is to this case, this guy should win. And again, is there more out there? I don't know yet. Maybe there's more out there. Maybe there isn't. It doesn't sound like there is, though. Man. Ugh. That is scary behavior, Elon Musk. That is scary, scary behavior.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your